Snorms. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, this is gonna be a good race. I'm really glad I was still awake so I could do comms on this. It looks like we're getting started.
Yep. What our start is gonna be.
Don't know, but we've already been blessed by the pomegranate, so that's a good sign.
Blessed, huh? Is it?
You know, look, positive spin, guys. Positive.
Okay.
Yeah, T-Pat, I know that pain, buddy. I've been up all night. It's 7 a.m. for me, so I feel good.
It is noon for me, so I'm fine.
Also, guys, since it looks like you can't see it on the tracker right now, number one, our timer hasn't started. That's good. Well, you want me to start that, guy?
Kadabra, Haunter, and Gloom. We've got.
The timer on our end didn't start. Do you want me to just go ahead and run it now and we'll adjust?
Oh, I didn't even realize we could start the timer from here.
Yeah, we have a start it button on the tracker apparently. I'm just gonna start it now. We'll add
go ahead. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll add a few seconds. Sorry about that, guys. So our timer's about 20 seconds behind on our end and about another 5 seconds behind on
Fine,
y'all's end.
we'll get the, you know, it's close enough.
Yeah.
We'll be taking like the race time, finish time anyway, I think.
I believe you're right.
So, Meganium is the first thing we see here. Probably not going to be going back for this. Look at that physical cadaver as usual. Like, it does have bite, this one.
It does have bite, so it did get one special move, but it does also have access to headbutt, so they could get a really high, a fairly high level early main if they want to do it. And it looks like I missed it on Tomcat's side. Sold whatever item his cadaver was holding for some extra cash to do some really early game shopping, get himself set up for later. And it looks like he had a slightly better time with getting through 29.
Yeah, he didn't get any encounters.
And an early leftovers, you like to see it. Leftovers is a great end game item. Not so helpful in the early game, but it's definitely gonna help out.
It was a Haze TM that was sold, so yeah. Sunflora, yeah, what a great first Pokemon for Tomcat to see.
Let's go, Meep Meep.
Let's not.
And by let's go, I mean let's go as far away from it as possible.
Let's go find something else.
Yeah.
Oh, Goldberry, that is a very nice item to find early on, if you especially if you're having trouble with something. We got a direct upgrade potentially on Snorms' screen.
Yep. And I'm willing to bet it is a physical 2-spin.
Oh, here we go. Metal Claw is the first thing we see.
Of course it is. Alright guys, so first off, we're going to take a second, just right at the top, thank Randomizer for letting us use their platform, as they have been for this entire tournament. They have been a great support to us for this, and we definitely appreciate it. We know there's some issues with the tracker layout for commentary. We're going to say a quick thank you to Kevin for the restream this morning. My name is Overlord Zeta. I am one of your commentators. I'm joined along with Garfield the Lightning, another amazing person, and an amazing Pokemon runner. If you've never seen his stuff before, I definitely recommend checking him out.
Oh, we got so we got Slowking from the headbutt. He's getting right out of there.
I can't say as I blame him. Slowking's not a terrible poke, but it's not something you want to run in.
Yeah, especially later on, with all the fights you come across, you really want to be able to sweep things. It's kind of hard to do that with something so slow, but Arcanine could be good. Arcanine.
And a physical Arcanine.
Arcanine's, you know, what the nice thing about Arcanine is you can go physical or special on this.
And on this Arcanine specifically, I think Snorms would be more inclined to lean towards special, just because of the unfortunate gender bias that exists in Gen 2.
He does have. They do have the water. Well, he will get the waterfall HM right here too. Which is...
So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that for him, unless he wants to nope out. But I can't imagine noping out of that this early. Like if it was something useless like the blue card, I could see doing the reset. But
yeah, I don't think I've seen that in the tournament yet. But it's definitely something you can do. Just like reset out of here.
Hasn't Geospone done it once? I could have sworn he did it in one of his.
He might have done, but I don't think I saw that. Anyway, we see Staryu over on Tom's side. He changed his mind. Doesn't look like he saw anything particularly good.
Yeah,
I mean, it could have been nice if you found the water stone.
And even if you don't find a water stone, you can just buy one later on.
Yeah, you got waterfall. If you get a good water type, just here, that would be so good. Ursa ring though, that could also be good.
And Mage Bear is a thing.
It's pretty slow, but it has a heck of a lot of power.
Yeah, and it's good on both ends of the spectrum, both physical and special.
Wait, we have extreme speed on Arcanine? What kind of randomizer?
What kind of rando? I mean, it's good that it has it. Unfortunately, that Arcanine is going to suffer trying to use physical moves because it is...
The water stone's right there! Tomcat just picked up the water stone. He didn't catch the Staryu.
Oh man, he's probably... I mean, I can't say he's going to be regretting it, but... Starly's pretty solid.
God, that's so cruel.
Wait, Tomo, the Arcanine has Fire Blast too? I didn't see that. That's a very unrandomized Arcanine. Who randomized this? Oh wait, it was Snowman.
Yeah, this Arcanine is very, very, very good.
Oh yeah. Again, I think he is gonna be wishing it was male. I think just because of that low DV he's gonna end up with.
That's alright. I mean, I don't. I think people put too much importance on that. To be honest, I mean, it can. It sucks when you miss the odd range here and there, but.
Wow, that Ursaring came with Earthquake. That's a good
Wait.
bear.
Oh, jeez.
That is a good bear.
Interesting mains.
I'm really interested to see how this is gonna play out. If they end up going, say we have the option for an early mains, do they take it or do they not and just run with what they have at this point? Oh, and Tomcat getting the unfortunate encounter in Sprout. If I remember correctly, Sprout has a really low, encounter rate. And
that's right, he gets a bit of experience from that Arbok though.
Now, Garf, you're watching the restream. Is it just me or did it get a little hazy? It might just be my internet.
Yeah, looks fine to me.
Okay, so it's just my internet. So I apologize, guys. I'm gonna make quick settings here. Oh yeah, it's just on my end. I apologize, chat. I just for some reason my auto settings dropped it to like 240p. Tell you why. Had to go in and change it really fast. And we have an interesting early route divergence. Snorms opting for Falkner while Tomcat climbs Sprout.
Makes sense because Snorms is already at a higher level, so he can take these guys on pretty handily.
Fair enough.
Get a bit more money from this, maybe do the shop before Sprout Tower so he can escape River out and not have to shop again for Repels until later.
That's fair. I was gonna say, because I
Double Edge. Gee, what the heck? We got Double Edge on Earthring too? What the heck is this?
You know, a lot of people underplay the power that normal types can hold, but they do a lot of damage, especially with good stab moves.
Yeah, I think later on. I don't know. I think you still might want to switch off this Earthring at some point, just because it's so slow. But
and we see a Mewtwo as Falkner's lead.
Great.
Do you dex it, Garth? Is the question. With the main you have right now, do you end up dex? Seeing if it's somewhere close.
I don't know. You're already level 13. You're gonna have to spend so much time training Mewtwo up if you find it early on.
And we see Tomcat taking a quick reset to the fight he was on. Thank you for marking that. My brain froze for a second.
Body Slam TM? What the heck? That's gonna be phenomenal for Earthring.
And I think I'm inclined to agree with our buddy T-Pat on that. If you were struggling, I'd definitely consider it, but these mains are pretty solid.
Yeah, these mains are very powerful.
Now, Snorms is on his way up. And he's opting to teach Body Slam. I like it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Got
Did
more
he teach
PPs
it over Extreme Speed?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Extreme Speed's only got 5 PP. Body Slam, I believe, has I want to say 15. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how good that move is. 85 power, 30% to paralyze.
Tomcat is about to... and Snowbear coming into the chat. It's a Snowbear ROM, what do you expect?
Well, last time, the last time I commentated a match with Snowbear, it started off with a nice Psybeam Mewtwo, but there was some... We didn't get Fly until extremely late, so I'm sure there's going to be some kind of garbage that we have yet to see yet at this point.
I did a for funsies ROM yesterday. I did a solo stream, and it ended up being Strength on Elm and Vanilla Storm. So
wow.
I had Fly from like the beginning of the ROM. I was losing my mind.
Oh, jeez, what a tease.
Oh my god. Easton, you're right. You could have had a Starmie. And we have a Spider-Man meme on Storms this. Looks like Tomcat is finishing off his Elderly for his Good Rod.
The Good Rod. Hoo-hoo. You could get a level 20 Pokemon if you wanted. I think he probably won't with this Ursaring.
I honestly wouldn't. Not at this.
It's another case of, you know, if you had a worse main, maybe you'd consider it.
But these mains are really solid. Like, this is a surprisingly good main set.
Yeah, it's going to be even better when Tom gets Body Slam as well.
Oh yeah, he's going to be very happy about that. If I were him, I'd probably teach that over Double Edge just to save on the recoil tech.
Yeah, I think I probably would as well.
We are seeing that Slow King again, this time on Tomcat's side. And there's the Good Rod for Snore. Now he is going to have a slightly faster time out of Violet because he already opted to clear the gym first before climbing the tower. It's only going to be a few seconds, but...
Got blocked by that. Blocked by Goldie Guy there.
The good old random NPC movement strikes again.
You gotta love it. But yeah, we don't have the Squirtle yet, so we just gotta go the normal way.
Standard vanilla routing.
For now, I mean, I'm sure that'll all change before long.
And honestly, with Bike being within our first 7 checks guaranteed, 9 times out of 10, vanilla is the right routing.
Yeah.
Unless you get really lucky with early squirt into a super rod in item find. That's the only time where it's worth it to go a little out of your way. And Tomcat picking up his Body Slam TM. He'll now be heading to the Pokemon Center to get his stupid progression check out of the way. I mean, we can all agree that progression check is just weird. Snorms makes it to 32. Gonna get his next key item check. What do we think it's gonna be, Garth? Quick, before.
Oh, I don't have time for that.
It's the pass.
Pass. Ooh, all right.
We, you know what? We take really early camp. Now the only thing that's gonna make this better is if he gets Fog and Surf in our next couple of checks. Oh, opting to teach Body Slam over Reversal.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Reversal and Earthquake have pretty similar coverage.
Very true. Now, if you're Snorms with this moveset, do you check Union TM or do you just... Nope, he answered it before.
I'm not surprised at all.
Do we think Tomcat's gonna do?
Both of these movesets are already really good.
They are.
I don't think Tomcat will get the TM either.
I think if I'm Tomcat in this situation, I check it anyways, just to see if it's better than, say, Double Edge.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot that would improve this moveset. Like Earthquake is just like basically the move you want on a physical Pokemon to supplement the coverage if you're a normal type.
Oh yeah. The only thing I would maybe think would help his coverage set out, because he is running 2 normal type moves right now, would be like rocks or something.
Yeah, I guess he can't really hit Aerodactyl. That's the thing that springs to mind that he can't really. Well, he has even then he has Waterfall, and Earthstring actually has decent special attack. It has base 75.
Yeah, no, Mage Bear is definitely a real thing. I've run a few of those in Cinco Bingo. I wish we had him on the chat right now. We got a little spammer in there.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yep.
You got your own spam bots.
I don't have any of those yet, unfortunately. I'm trying.
Maybe someday.
One of these. Hey, I got, like I told you earlier, I got some good news, but this is not the time nor the place to talk about it.
Tomcat does skip the TM.
Fair play. Fair play.
Another Goldberry. These are some nice items.
This is a very healthy and very rich ROM. They're getting money items left, right, and center, and a lot of healing items.
I feel like this has got to be setting up for some utter trash later. He has so much money. Look at that cash on Tom's side. Goodness me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you get a bunch of healing and like revival items, don't you start getting nervous you're about to get something really horrible?
Yeah, it's like, wait a second, this is just going too well.
And Tomcat about to open the well as Snorms is 1 fight away from clearing. And the Dark Prince makes an appearance for the first time today. You know what, Talia? You're right. Who cares about followers when we have Machamps.com? I like that. That's a good one. And the 14 is free unless this thing has the most evil moveset on the planet. But
we'll never know. Well, Snorms will never know because he took it out in 1 hit.
He's getting some pretty good hits with that Fire Blast. Every time I try to use a move like that, it misses more times than it hits.
Yeah, Fire Blast at least has a little more accuracy than a lot of moves around that power. It's got 85% accuracy rather than 70.
Like Thunder.
Yeah.
And we have eggs in the gym.
Where? What are you talking about?
There's,
Must be in your imagination.
I have been up for almost 24 hours, so maybe I'm just hallucinating. It was interesting to see something not die in 1 shot on Snorms' side, though. That Xatu survived. Alright, so far we haven't seen any bugs in the bug-type gym, so we don't have to what kind of rando yet. And Tomcat taking the safety save before the 14, not ever a bad idea, because sometimes it can just be the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah, could have been a... I don't know.
Could have been a Mewtwo with a baller moveset.
Could have been a Hitmonlee with high jump kick or something, I don't know.
Ooh, that would be ugly to see on Tomcat's side. Speaking of Hitmonlee...
There it is, look at that. High jump kick? We've probably just died as body slam though. Oh, not quite.
No,
low kick though.
You were close.
It's a
the
kick.
Other direction of kick.
It's a kicking move, yeah.
We got a Mamgar. Oh, the unfortunate accuracy of Bone Rush comes into play yet again. And Magmar having the arguably better bone move in Bone Meringue.
Wow, he only needed 1 bone rush here to take that out.
These are two really solid mains. I'd be happy if I had either one of these in a run.
Yeah, definitely.
And Sneasel goes down. So we're going to see our first Bugsy badge check. And that is going to give us the...
Vanilla high badge.
Alright, give me your best what kind of randos, guys. Let's go. The only thing that would have made that better is if the TM was Fury Cutter. Now, I missed what it was, because
That was very... yeah, it
was
pretty quick. I didn't see what the move was.
Maybe he's gonna check it? Nope. Just gonna heal before Rival 2. Hey, there's our Bug and Azalea. Now that's gonna hurt Tomcat. Good. Oh, and the unfortunate
Oh, he got the flinch. Oh, flinch into high roll. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You really do. Because Tomcat closed a lot of the gap there. He was only one fight behind Snorms at this point. And this is going to just slow him down just a little bit.
He's getting flinched again. Oh,
right,
nice miss though. Whew, thank goodness.
We take those misses.
Yeah, if you're only familiar with how low kick works in the later gens, in the later gens it has power depending on your weight, but in Gen 2 it's 50 power and can flinch.
Yeah, it's 50 power with, I think it's 90 accuracy?
I forget what the accuracy is. It's like 90, 95, something like that.
Yeah. Snow, they were both on 30, I think.
Arcanine was a headbutt Pokemon, and Earthstring was on 31.
But they both started with Kadabra, Snowbear, and Kadabra had headbutt. Snorms opted to give it a shot.
Yeah, Tom kind of did as well, but
That's right.
He didn't catch the Staryu and then got the Water Stone shortly afterwards.
But Tomcat is going to be happy once he gets through that Farfetch check, seeing a Strength HM.
Oh wow!
I mean,
Spiderweb was the Bugsy's TM.
Oh god!
Seems pretty appropriate for him.
He gave us a Bug type move.
Yep.
I mean, if I'm Tomcat at this point, as soon as I get that Strength HM, I'm teaching. Too good of a move not to teach, and that's gonna also make me skip Headbutt.
Yeah, I guess you could teach it over Double Edge, because Body Slam is better than Strength.
It is. Now, do we think Snorms is gonna check the Goldenrod TM?
He might.
I mean, you're already going in there to shop anyway, so why not
like
take
if he sees like Flamethrower, then that'll just be.
Oh my god!
He'd like to come across that if he could.
Go full Mage Bear? Oh yeah, without a question. Picking up a guard spec, I like it. Always a smart choice. What do we got? Variable attack. Nothing good.
Nothing good. So Amnesia was the second one. First one was Psywave, I guess.
More than likely, and then the last one was like
the last one could have been
Fire
Spin, Clamp, Wrap, Bind, whatever. Something bad.
Nothing you would waste the money on. Alright, is Bike gonna be vanilla this time, or is it on Void? Or is it in the underground? But all we know is it's in Goldenrod.
I'm gonna say it's vanilla. Let's see. Oh, no,
nope,
I was wrong.
Ticket. Alright, so we do have pass ticket options available, which is probably what we're gonna have to do.
Yep, we could still get the Squirt Bottle, but it's looking less and less likely.
I mean, we still have 2 checks. And Snowbear confirming it was Psywave and And that's a Surf HM. You love to see it.
What the heck?
Goldenrod's
these high power HMs.
Path to Goldenrod and everything afterwards is just loaded. Just stealing some kid's bike, that's right, Talia. And Tomcat opting to pick up the hidden item there in Ilek. Ah, yes, Mark Hard for Tom. Thank you, Snowbear. Garf and I are failing you guys. this morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you, whatever your time zone is. It's morning for me, it's afternoon for Garth.
And yet you've been up longer than I have.
I have. But I did a lot of streaming yesterday. I think I did like 14, or not quite 14 hours, but I did like 8 hours or 9 hours of streaming yesterday.
Dang, not bad.
So I was just wired. And
Looks
that's
like Looks like Tomcat is skipping the department store, which I don't blame him. His moveset is pretty much perfect on Ursaring right now.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I mean, sometimes it's worth it to check, just to see. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Someone's picking up some cheap full heals down here.
I don't blame him.
And heal powders. There's that bike.
And did Tomcat go upstairs in Radio Tower yet, or no?
I don't think he did yet, no.
Okay. I'm very much a strong
there.
believer in grabbing Buena and then getting card on the way out.
It is a little bit faster because if it means you don't have to turn. But I guess it depends if you use the PC beforehand.
True. I tend to do it all. Like I'll go in, I'll get the Buena item, I'll get the radio card, and then I'll hit the what do you call it? The PC on the way out for that box heal.
These heal powders all already seeing some use on Snorms' side.
Yep, getting
that lovely kiss and slash.
Getting that sleep from Uwu over there. He's about to start his Whitney fight as Tomcat heads to the underground to get his bison, which we now know is there. Oop. Guessing that was a controller hiccup.
Oh, the miss on Fire Blast. Ooh,
and
he's only got one left.
On the Venusaur. Okay, he landed it.
All right.
I got nervous there for a second. And
of course, there's something else that's weak to fire that he can't hit. So he's got to chip away slowly.
Yep, and unfortunately that Parasect has Super Fang. Or whichever Fang it was.
Yep, Super
It's a Fang of some kind. So healing is not always going to be beneficial. Thankfully Super Fang doesn't kill, but costs you a lot. And that's Glacier.
Nothing too exciting.
Nope.
So we're heading into Kanto.
We're going full pass ticket, boys and girls. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I mean, if you're these runners, Garth, do you immediately, skip every trainer, hop right back on the boat, lose that one required fight, and then do your Olivine checks into Ekri instead of trying to unlock?
I don't know,
because Kanto's much higher level than we are right now.
I don't know, it's always tempting to attempt a main swap, but these Pokemon, these mains they have are already good. So I don't know.
Snorms is gonna check Mr. Psychic. I mean, I personally would, just because.
I mean, it's pretty fast. It looks like he's going to do the death warp.
I respect it.
So you'll get the item on route, I don't know the number, south of Lavender.
Route 10 is that one.
Okay.
And he is going to check Mr. Psychic. I do like that play, because every once in a while he is holding something good. I didn't see what it was, but... There's that. You beat me to it. There's the Glacier on Tomcats.
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun a bit there.
No, you're good. You're good. I was watching Snorms' movement, and his movement has been really clean. And that's a super potion.
Very nice.
We take that. That is definitely helpful. Oh, Ratana's power plant. Is this 12 then? Might be 12.
Yeah, I think it must be 12.
12. Yeah, Snowbear confirming it's 12. Apologies, chat. I still get my routes a little messed up every. Ooh, Twin Needle. That hurts. Especially if you're 2 spoons.
That's pretty fast, actually, because you don't get the flash, because it's the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Snorms is going to immediately take the ticket back.
Don't blame him. Because you got... There's only... We have no more checks available to us in Kanto right now.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do here.
And getting to Olivine guarantees us 2 checks, plus progression in Lighthouse. Even if you don't do Jasmine right away, which, why would you? Because it's fairly high leveled at this point. And then you have 2 more checks in Ekru.
I guess the only thing we could do is fight Janine if you really wanted, but you're a little bit low level for that.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, Janine is technically the easiest Kanto gym to do, but...
Yeah, but she's still like high 30s.
Yeah, and you'd be struggling even with X item. There's the secret potion from Tomcat, and I'm willing to bet that he is going to do the same thing. There's our Death Warp.
Yeah, very nice how the Death Warp there also sets up nicely into taking the SS Aqua, because you can lose to that sailor nice and fast.
I do like that fight's not required. It looks like Tomcat's actually trying to farm a little bit of extra XP off, right?
Well, I think he'll just take what he can, and then he'll just take the death if it comes to that.
Man, that Dugong was angry. It had something for everything. Tomcat makes his way back towards the SSN. Aqua, whatever it is. I don't remember. Looks like he's gonna be picking up that free rare candy. I can't say as I blame him. Alright, and our strength check is going to be Silverwing. Not a progression item.
We'll get progression eventually.
I mean, we have a lot of progression right now.
We do, yeah. We're just a little bit stuck at the moment. Blue card,
and
yeah, that's
blue
nothing.
Card, so
Looks like we'll have to go back to Akritique then.
Olivine was useless. I honestly think if I'm Snorms here, I'm climbing the tower and just getting Jasmine away now. But that's me.
Yeah, you might. I mean, you have the secret potion, so you only have to climb it once.
Mm-hmm.
And he can. I'm sure he can take it at this level.
Yeah, I mean, everything in the lighthouse is only around, what, 20-ish at the most?
He'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. And there's only a few required fights. You can also skip a few. And that's a fair point, Talia. That Starmie wasn't great, especially against the Ursaring. Oh, Whirlwind Charizard. Costing Storms a little bit of time. Not much.
Yeah, it looks like Tom's just doing something similar here against this Psyduck, If I beat it, great. If not, then I don't have to win this fight anyway.
Yep. And that's... I will say one thing. I had to learn this one the hard way. When you take the boat back from Vermilion into Olivine, every trainer spawn. All of them. Both sides. So if your movement's not perfect, you're hitting you're hitting at least one option. Snowbear coming in with the mod, purging that bot. We like that. Thank you, Snowbear. Snorms is facing the bee.
Dang, I'm surprised that lived the body slam, to be honest. But there you go. I guess the level difference isn't that big.
Level difference isn't that big, but I mean, the bee is frail. At least in my experience.
It's got surprisingly decent special defense. Just
Huh.
to be. But pretty low
Maybe
physical defense.
Silverwing for Tomcat. That Typhlosion living a waterfall is a surprise. To me. And his card. And Tomcat immediately deciding, nope, I'm going to Ekru.
I mean that's fine too, I think, because you will have to come back to All-Line at some point anyway. It's just maybe nice to get the experience in the lighthouse while you're here, but
I would definitely take the extra level.
But the fights in Ekrutik should be a little easier.
Fair. Snorms is now done with Lighthouse. So that's gonna open up another check for him later when he decides to go to Cyanwood.
When he can.
Yeah. I mean, because at this point, Fog is not guaranteed to be on Morty. If we didn't have Secret Potion, I would assume it would be. Just in terms of progression. But we do have access to Jasmine now, so she might be holding it as well. Or, yeah. Or we're gonna get cut here in Ekrutik, either off the item finder or off of Kimonos, because that's even more progression. Unless I'm remembering the logic wrong.
I don't think cut. Well, a cut would unlock Surge right now and Erica, but not the. Yeah, you still can't do the machine part yet because you need Surf for that.
Well, let's see what item finder gives us.
It's
item
cut.
finder is cut. Hey, hey, I'm psychic, guys. I don't even have the log. Every once in a while, I can parse out some logic. Looks like Rival 2's pretty okay on Tomcat's side so far.
How did Poliwag survive that body slam? What the heck?
What's the gender split on Ursaring? Is it 50-50?
I think so.
So that means
I think for Arcanine, I think it's like 75-25, maybe.
For male versus female? I can look really fast. 2 seconds. Can you handle tracking for me for a minute?
Okay.
I just want to look it up, I'm curious.
Dang, I didn't actually hear the first cry from those roamers. I heard the second and third. I didn't hear the first one.
I missed it completely. So Ursaring is 50-50. Like we thought. And you were right. Growlithe Arcanine is 75-25. Let's cut for Tomcat. Chat, what were the roamers? I didn't hear them, and Garf only heard 2.
I heard 2 of them. I did clip it though, so I might be able to hear it again.
Okay, Bakura saying Geodude was 1.
Oh yeah, okay, Geodude is the first one.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the other 2 were Almastar and Magmar.
Almastar. How annoyed do you have to feel getting Squirt out of Mahogany?
Oh, is that what we got? Oh, nice.
That was what we get out of Kimonos. It's like, I took the long way around for you just to have it the whole time.
Oh well, at least... Well, I mean, you've already taken the boat, so I guess it's not even that big a deal, but
I mean, it'll save you movement later if you need to go back to Goldenrod or something.
you'll have to go back there to do the rockets anyway.
Yeah. So I would definitely at some point get it out of the way. Okay, how did that Bellsprout live a body slam? That's my question.
What I was saying earlier for the flipping Poliwag. Lived a stab body slam.
Man, sometimes those DVs get you. Turns
oh wait,
one-shots
that one just died to a non-stab body slam. This is wild.
maybe its DVs were slightly different. I don't know.
Well,
They're not.
it's at level 25. You do get a boost for being. You do get a little boost to your damage every time you level up to a level ending in 0, 3, 5, or 8.
Fair.
Because it has a level. Because how the damage formula works.
Yeah, Alex, I agree with you on both of those statements. The EXP is definitely worth it, though.
I think it's if you can get back to Akritique easily, I think I think there might be a case made for skipping Kimono Girls if you can just come back here and do it at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment they can't. They don't really have that luxury. They don't have Fly or Storm Badge yet, so it's probably a bit scared of skipping it, like being the other side of the region and then realizing, wait a second, maybe the key item I need was here the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And as our runners are now basically on the exact same spot, starting the fight, what, a second or two apart, tops?
Yep. Snorms has climbed the lighthouse. That's one thing he has over Tomcat at the moment. But there isn't a lot in it, and I'm sure there's plenty of opportunity for them to take different routes later on.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of it's going to come down to, 1, what badge we get here, and 2, where they go after this.
Man, it feels like we've done a fair bit, but we still only have 3 badges at the moment.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground, so I'm assuming
yeah.
we're gonna get some bike calls here. Fun little tidbit of info for you though, Garth. I was doing a ROM the other day. Can't remember who I was racing, unfortunately, but I got the Pokerus call mid-ROM.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one of the hardest things to get in Gen 2. You have better odds of getting a shiny. If I remember.
So actually, the only item we need we're missing is card key. We're not true. We need machine part 2. Okay, that's 2. But still, that's an awful lot of good items we've got.
Yeah, we had the potential for a very, very early go mode.
Yeah.
Pokerus is in Gen 2. It was first introduced in Gen 2, but it has like a 0.001% chance of happening. The odds of getting it are so low, you're better off just shiny. Did that trainer do Wigglytuff into Igglybuff into Wigglytuff, or was I just watching both streams at the same time and having...
Oh, I'm not sure.
And it looks like Tomcat ended up teaching Strength, but I didn't see what he taught it over. Yeah, T-Pat, I think that was only my second occurrence of Pokerus ever in Gen 2.
What did he teach it over?
It was over his top move.
He taught it over Body Slam. I think I would have taught it over Double Edge myself.
I mean, if I had to pick a move to get rid of, that's definitely the one.
But I guess there are situations where he thinks, yeah, I really want that extra power, take out a problematic Pokemon. So I can understand why he'd do that.
No, I definitely get that.
It's a tough decision, I think.
It comes down to a coin flip, realistically. And Snorm's finishing it slightly faster and getting Vanilla Fog.
Vanilla Fog badge, alright then.
What kind of random? We've had a lot of vanilla so far this round. Ooh, and Tomcat taking an unfortunate death to the Dawn fan there in Morty's gym.
Okay.
Fair enough. Thank you for the update. Snorm's going ahead to teach Cut, I guess just to have it for later. Can't really fault him for that, and immediately heading over to Mahogany.
You can't teach Surf over Waterfall, Talia, because they're both HMs.
Yeah, you'd have to get to Blackthorn and use the move deleter.
That's the unfortunate thing about getting Waterfall early, you know, it's like, oh, it's a good move, it's just not quite as good as Surf, but you don't really want to not teach it, because you feel like you're missing out on something pretty good.
Yeah, coverage is always kind of the name of the game. And we have a Pichu. It's so orange.
It's a sunburnt Pichu.
Somebody get that baby out of the beach.
Oh, that's card key. We're just missing machine part. What the heck?
What do you think? Are we getting machine part out of Rocket?
Surely not. Surely not.
I mean, this is a Snow Bear ROM. There's no way the logic could be this.
There's no way. Can't be that kind.
And if it is, I'm writing a letter to the board.
It's fine. We still don't have Fly or Storm Badge, so it could be just another one of those where it's like, well, it's great and all, but can I get around a bit faster?
Right. Having early access to Fly or Teleport even is great thing. Talia, I believe you're correct on that? 110, 100. Thank you. We got a Grand Bull as one of our first pokes on Rocket Hideout. Beggars can't be pierced. Fair enough, Snow Bear, fair enough. And that's a Cantonian neck.
With Stab Psychic.
If that was a more special attack heavy poke, I'd be a little nervous.
No, Executor has massive special attack. It's just low level.
Ah.
If it was higher level, it would probably do like half Arcanine Tail.
Fair enough. And a Bulbasaur. No, oh well, he does have one more fight to go. So I guess using the Sacred Ash is beneficial, because he was pretty much out of PP.
It's a shame that he does it like one battle before he gets the full heal though.
Yeah, but I think he only had like 2 or 3 PP left for his entire moveset. And if this scientist has anything bulky, he's gonna need those moves. See, a Mr. Crime.
It's appropriate this time because it's actually on a bad guy.
Alright, Garth, I will be back in just a second, my friend. I'm gonna grab some water. Feeling a little dehydrated.
Man, there's a few Pokemon that this Arcanine hasn't been able to one-hit despite the level difference, so quite nice that he's only coming across them now that he's way higher level than them. Lock on.
So I'm hearing we got lock on. Is that a level up move or
that was a level up move for a string? I mean, I kind of doubt that. I'm not sure I can think of anything that Tom would want to teach, to be honest. But
I mean, if I were Tom, I don't think there's a move that makes me change up my moveset.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, maybe Psychic for the bear, because Ursaring has got some pretty serviceable special attack, but beyond that,
No, I
I
think
can't
you'd
really
do.
think of a
I
move
think you
change.
just. I think you'd do more with double edge though. Really.
Yeah, I can't argue with you. That's a Dragonite on Snorms' screen. See, I'd like Ice Beam on that Arcanine. If he could get like a good ice move, he'd be pretty set for Snorms.
I think he'd rather get a fire move with more PP.
Yeah, Flamethrower would be really good.
Yep. Even Flame Wheel might be decent, but I don't know. It might be a bit weak. Like Psybeam Mewtwo was great in the race I commentated. I don't even remember how long ago that was. It wasn't that long ago though.
I mean,
yeah.
Psychic anything Mewtwo is good.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, it's a Mewtwo. It has massive stats, so it doesn't necessarily need all that power from
No,
Psychic.
I mean,
but Arcanine's 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 no Mewtwo. It's very good, but it's no Mewtwo. So you probably would rather have the power.
if you had to tier Arcanine, where would you put it? Like from A to F.
Oh geez, I don't know. I think it's from A to F.
Mm-hmm.
So like, are we counting Mewtwo as an A here?
No, Mewtwo is S tier.
Okay.
Mewtwo isn't even in the equation.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in the. I'd probably say it's like, I don't know, solid B.
I have to agree with that.
Like
I'd probably put
it's got
Arcanine and Ursaring in this area.
Like it's got really good overall stats, and it's just like, I don't know. It's got great overall stats. It's just like things like normal types or water types are just automatically better in a lot of cases because you just get strength and surf for free.
Mm-hmm. So you've automatically got 2 stab moves regardless of what typing you run.
Of course, if you have Flamethrower, then it's completely different for Arcanine. But I think you kind of need Flamethrower for it to go up a tier.
Yeah. And Snorms is opting for the Rocket TM. I can't say I fault him for it. Maybe looking for something to expand his coverage or swap out a move.
Yeah, I don't
or he
blame him
wants to
at
sell
all.
it. Alright, chat, what do you think the electrodes are going to be? I want to see one vanilla electrode. Just for the laugh. I've had that happen.
The Pichu, Pikachu, and Voltal.
And Bakura coming in with Depression.
Wow.
That hits a little close to home there, Bakura. Tomcat not opting to check TM. I don't really blame him for that, though.
Yeah, his moveset is ridiculous. Snorms' moveset is very good, but it could be better.
Mm-hmm. Just a little expanded PP usage or a little better coverage is what I'd be looking for. Alright, and our first electrode is going to be... Horsey. So our runners are still pretty much even in terms of progression. Snorms has the small leg up having done Lighthouse, but this is close. They got a Miltank. Moo. And a Yan.
Not even an electric type.
Man, these poor Pokemon are just getting electrocuted all day to run this power grid, and you know they're not built for it. And the old rod.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, Lance. There's no use for an old rod at
Somewhere in
point
my
in his
heart,
career.
somewhere in my heart, I was kind of hoping it was actually the machine part, just so I
What?
could
Nah,
laugh.
that would have been boring. Come on.
But I would have laughed, you know.
I'd find it
Everybody
more
needs a
funny
good
if
laugh.
it was Fly and then Storm Badge was really late.
True too.
Yeah, we're seeing some disadvantages of how slow Ursaring is here. He's just Tomcat's just been flinched a bit by this Miltank. I'm sure that's not the only time that, like, I think status is the big thing you're worried about when you're slower.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Especially if you end
get,
up getting like paralyzed.
yeah, you can get paralyzed, you can get put to sleep. You can get flinched, confused, attracted, all that garbage.
Quote unquote fun stuff. Tomcat picking up his old rod. We were told that his stream is a few seconds behind Snorms. We had some sync issues, so I went ahead and marked that a little ahead of time from what you guys saw in chat. And Tomcat getting his bike shop.
He switched Cadavers to the front here. I'm not really sure what that's about.
Maybe he wants to... If I had to guess, and I'm just speculating, maybe he wants to bait out something. See if something has a status move.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I don't get the decision. We'll have to ask him about it after the run's over.
Maybe he wants to. Maybe what he wants to do is he wants to Death Warp after this, and just like I'm not sure where he centered last, but he might just.
I want to say it was Olivine. Ah, that's possible.
Oh, the Sacred Ash. All right.
Because he didn't use his like Snorms did.
I see. Yeah, you can only use that with a fainted Pokemon. So yeah, that's yeah, that okay. That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. And we did see Storm Badge on our boy Price here.
All right.
Now, the Fly hunt is on. And we already have a guess of Fly being in basement.
Yeah, we have a few things we could do here. We could either go to... We could go back to Kanto if we wanted, but it looks like... Smalls could still be going back to Kanto, but I think he's probably going to...
I'm going to Jasmine. I'm getting it out of the way.
Yeah, he's probably strong enough to beat Jasmine now. He could go to... No, you don't want to go to Cianwood. You need to play badge for that, so yeah. Do that, go back to Kanto.
If you're gonna go to Cianwood, save before you go, and if Pharmacy is not an item you need, do the quick reset. You still lose a few seconds, but you at least know.
Yeah, you're kind of you're looking for Fly or Machine Part from Pharmacy, and it could have one of those.
It very much could. And it looked, if I read it right, it looked like Price gave us Rain Dance. Which apparently demonstrates the harshness of winter, so it must be a very cold rain. Now, I did notice something interesting from both of our runners, and I was going to call it out earlier, but I figured I'd wait a little bit. Neither of them opted to pick up their Super Repels the first time they were in Olivine, I guess knowing they were going to have to come back here. Hey, we got that fire move you wanted, Garf. Unfortunately, it's a worse fire move.
What was it?
It was Ember. Ember is the TM we get from Jasmine.
Incredible.
You both love and hate to...
Yeah, these CMs are not that great.
I mean, it just keeps up the trend of gym leaders not having any good TMs. We got another guess from Bakura. Fly is either going to be vanilla with plain on blue, or lost item being Chuck's wife into Fly. I like both of those guesses.
Oh, lost item being on Chuck's. Oh my lord, that would be so bad.
It would be rough, to say the least. And we've got Tom climbing the tower as Snorms makes his way back to Pants. Now, with 6 badges, what do you think the play here is gonna be, Garth? Do we go beat our head against Surge, who we have seen in the past as an absolute monster? Or do we go do somebody like Erica, who's got a few more fights, but is a little safer overall? Because we have Card Key, and if I have Card Key, as soon as I get 7, I'm clearing that rocket segment and getting it out of the way.
I think you can get some good experience from doing Misty now. So I suppose you could start the Machine Part quest.
And there is the potential for Machine Part to be vanilla.
Yeah, maybe. So I think I might consider that.
Fair enough. It's a bit of movement, but if you're
Oh, he's going straight for Sabrina. Oh my lord.
Now that is out of logic, because we are not required to fight Sabrina until we have 7 badges, according to the randomizer settings, if I remember correctly. But it's not a bad play, because she might have one of those badges we want.
But it depends what the lead is, though. We got Poliwrath here.
That's rough. I mean, he did pick up a bunch of X attack.
Poliwrath's pretty bulky. Reflect as well. Oh my lord. Stab, Vital Throw. Okay, it's not a 2-hit. It's not a 2-hit. Arcanine's good defensive stats coming clutch here.
But if that was an unfortunate crit, we were dead.
God, Sabrina though. Sabrina is tough to take on now.
It's a choice.
That crit did nothing. Oh no.
Well, because we crit, which is great, but it also ignores every stat change that has happened. Oh my god, a crit doing 100 damage on Snorms.
I think that's only the case in Gen 1, but it doesn't ignore Reflect. I think that's the thing.
Oh, we get a lucky full para though after the body slam.
That is
You like to see that.
It's gonna try and set up a bit more, and hopefully get some full powers.
He did get another one off, so that's gonna change this body slam from a range to a guarantee. As Snorms is now on Jasmine. Or Tomcat, sorry, I was looking at Snorms' side.
Quake
yep.
Mischievous!
Yep.
Ah! Dang, Mischievous is not a great attacker, but it's got a big level advantage, and Earthquake is very strong.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Snorms is deciding he'll come back later.
I appreciate the ballsy play, genuinely, but that's a rough fight, even on the best of days. There's been times where Sabrina just walls you no matter what you got.
Seems he's gonna take on Erica instead, and that's a bit more reasonable. You have a few more. Yeah, you have a few weak gym trainers that you can get some levels off. Erica's not quite as bad.
And it looks like Tom is actually opting for the Cyanwood play.
He's
now,
doing it. He's seeing what that pharmacy item is.
He did save before doing it, so if pharmacy's nothing good, he does have the option to just nope right back with only like a 1 or 2 second time loss on the reset. But if this is a go mode item, or if it's Fly even, he has just gained
for either Fly, Machine Part, or I guess Lost Item as well.
One of those 3 would be the only things you really want to see. And it looks like Snorm's taking a reset. Yep, and Tomcat immediately noping right back. These forced Kanto gyms are nothing to shake a stick at. Oh, and the Farfetch'd opting for Vital Throw this time instead of Kaboom.
Getting outplayed. Outplayed!
It lived on 1.
Oh my lord! So much for easier gym trainers. What he should just fight the right twin at this point.
Just to see what it has, right? Alright.
Because
I'm almost curious to see if Tomcat's gonna do Surge instead. But knowing, as we all do, that Surge is a monster, I don't see it happen.
yeah, I don't know. I still think maybe doing the fights around Cerulean might be decent. Start the
Yeah,
machine part quest.
do that little time skip training arc as it's starting to become known.
I guess you just don't want to. I guess you just don't want to go back twice to the power plant if you can avoid it.
Ooh. Paralyze into disable, costing waterfall on Snorms' side.
Yeah, good point. If he gets 7 badges, then you can just do the whole rocket quest as well.
Yeah. Gain all the XP that way.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna, I mean, it's gonna be a net loss. Not a net loss, but it's gonna net less XP because those pokes are lower level. But at the levels we're at, it's definitely more viable.
Tom is
I'm
going right
struggling to
to
find them.
either Erica or Janine.
I mean, I'm checking the shop first and foremost because there might be a good TM in.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I don't really think he's gonna really want any of the TMs on Earth Ring.
Also, what was that second one? Powerful water type move? Was that Hydro Pump?
Yeah, probably. One of them was like, yeah, full swipe, like I say. One of them was, I think, Seismic Toss or Nightshade too, and they're nothing great, anyways.
Nothing you would switch to. And he is stocking up on his X items, bunch of X defense, which, honestly, Tomcat needs him. That Ursaring seems to have some fairly low defense.
Well, I think it's just mainly the speed more than anything. You just there might be some Pokemon you can't set up on without X defense.
Fair enough. Now, if you're our runners here, Garth, we did get the early leftovers. I think Snorms sold his. Do you pick up the guaranteed one just for that extra little bit of stability?
I don't think they picked up an item that he would want to equip over leftovers. So I think I think it's reasonable to do that. Yeah.
Because we did see Snorm sell his at the beginning of the run. I think Tomcat still has his.
Yeah. Just to explain to chat, we've got the leftovers are so items given by people are not randomized, and for some reason, when you get the leftovers out of the bin in Celadon, that counts as a person giving you an item. So that is not randomized. So you can get a free pair of leftovers.
Let's go, Game Freak coding. Counts it as an NPC for some reason.
Yep, that's right.
Bubble Beam Nidoqueen. That's gonna be rough, especially at this level.
Gee.
Holding on by the skin of his teeth. If that high rolls, that is a...
Oh man, he's really he's
oh he's
wow.
Risking it.
Yeah, level 35, and he would have been dead.
Oh yeah. Bakura shaming us and Snowbear telling us we're not quite right. What badge are we getting off of today? And Paradox is on our screen. And it's dead. Snorms has killed
Good stuff.
Mineral.
Nice, another useless badge.
Fair enough, Snowbear. I don't remember the exact reasoning myself.
Well, until I'm told otherwise, that's the reason I'm going with.
I'm just going with Trash Can as an NP.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah. Snorms now has 7 badges, which opens up the rocket sequence, so he won't have to struggle on all these stupidly strong Pokemon.
Yeah, having a forced Kanto gym this early on without a bunch of XP is definitely rough. And yep, Snorm's immediately heading back to Goldenrod, which, I mean, get the rocket sequence out of the way, get those levels, and just clear up a bunch of stuff for later.
Maybe we'll get Fly.
That
I
would be
kind of
nice.
doubt it.
I agree with you, Garf. It's very unlikely. We're probably going to be looking at, like, Basement Key or Super Rod. And that's... Oh, you beat me to it. That's Rising on Tom's side.
Mineral.
Or, yeah, Mineral. I was looking at the Rising badge for some reason. Ugh. Friendly reminder to everybody in chat, if you want to do comms, don't do it after being up for almost 24 hours. Your brain stops working. TJ, you're not wrong. If the ROM wants to be nice, it could be machine. I'm still personally leaning towards machine part being vanilla. And it looks like Tom is going to try
Oh,
Sabrina.
he's feeling bold, is he?
The cojones on Tom. We already saw the cojones play on Snorms.
And yeah, he sees the stab vital throw from Poliwrath, and perhaps another time.
Yep, I agree with you there. 24 hours, no good for brain. Then again, my brain only works at like 6% capacity on the normal nights, so hey, what are you gonna do? And Tom is now opting to nope back to Goldenrod. I can't blame him for that. So far it looks like Rocket segment isn't too bad. Nothing crazy. So
Well, this isn't really the part that you're worried about with the rocket segment. There are some when he has to do when they have to do the right side of the tower. That's when you get like the mid to high 30s.
yeah, Snowbear, I'm happy to do it, man. Like I've told you 100 times. If you guys ever need comms, I'm always down as long as something
Yes,
doesn't get in the way.
thank you for saving me from having to do this on my own, or from
Yeah,
forcing Kevin to do this while not feeling well.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm always happy to help you guys out. This is a wonderful community, and I'm happy to be a part of it and support it as best I can.
Starters were Kadabra, Haunter, and what the heck was the other one?
I honestly don't remember. Hey look, it's a bra! And it's dead. Yeah, there's only ever 2 fights in this segment that give me pause, and that is False Director and final boss on right.
Yes, Norm's taking this opportunity to refresh his PowerPoint a bit by deleting Body Slam for strength.
Both of our runners opting to do that. That's surprising. Surprising's not the right word, but it's the word I'm going. Seadra into Kingdra. That would make one of our key item tournament runners very happy. So both of our runners are, once again, basically in the same spot. Fight or two different. Wow, Bakura with the hot take. Alright, I see it. I've had good luck with Kingdra. It's still fairly low on my main list, but it's pretty good across the board.
I think Kingdra is. I think Kingdra's better in key item randomizer than it is in bingos, just because it only has that one rare weakness, and it's got great stats all around.
And we did see Snorms getting the unfortunate 5-turn barrage. No. Mewtwo's a monster. Mewtwo is in a class of its own. You can have a horrible moveset and have one good move on a Mewtwo and make it. Most folks at least need 2 moves. That's a T-Tar on False Direct. It's bulkier than it looks. Fair enough. No, I mean... Arcanine is more fun to run than a Kingdra. It's just Arcanine suffers from being allergic to
You mean more fun? You mean like just dives?
And that's the machine part on False Director.
It's like weak to the Earthquake from Mischievous, then sure. But yeah, nice
that
machine
part. That made us explode.
So yeah, that's all the.
That's go mode. We're literally just on a badge hunt now. Unless they want to go looking for fly. That is Arcanine. That's any Stone Evo's problem, unfortunately. They're very much TM reliant.
Well, the reason I said that RNG hater was because it happened this very ROM. 2 Snorms on Sabrina.
But that was also with like a 10 or 11 level difference, and
it is true.
He was already low HP.
He was above half.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Thought he was a little lower.
Nah, he was above half.
Remembering incorrectly. Yes, on 0, 5, 3, 0, 3, 5, and 8, right, Garth? For the level boost?
Yeah, when you level up to... When you reach a level, ending in one of those moves up to the next tier of damage. So that's the case in every Pokemon game.
Tomcat getting his machine part. So if I'm these runners, I'm immediately going back to Kanto and I am doing the machine part quest and unlocking the rest of the gems.
Yep.
Because we have no more badge checks available to us. We can't get to Claire, we can't get to Chuck. So plain badge has to be in Kanto. Chat, you might hear a little popping noise. I gotta plug my headphones in. No, I don't have to worry about them dying midway through and leaving Garf all alone.
Man, we've not gotten too many useless items this race. We got a few, rods and got the blue card, the silver wing, but still. We looks like we don't need basement key this ROM. We don't need lost item. We don't need the egg. We don't have the egg. The coin case we did get, but then we reset it. No item finder, no res scale, no clear bell.
I mean, we're likely to get one of those here right now off of True Direct.
Well, yeah, there
Nope.
we go. We got the mystery
Egg.
egg.
So who's gonna name their rival? That's a joke. I did it as a meme in my solo run earlier. I got the mystery egg, and when I noped back to Kanto because I didn't have to fly, I ended up naming my rival just because I had to get it off of, or I had to talk to Elm anyway. So while I was there, I named my rival after one of the people in my chat because they wanted it. I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Wow, suboptimal. Not a serious gamer.
I know, I'm like the worst. So Tom's gonna be getting his mystery egg here in a second, and Snorms is noping right back to. So I am definitely, if I'm one of these guys, I'm unlocking that machine part quest and getting it out of the way so I can take care of Misty.
Yeah, I think I would do that. Because, you know, there's a few fights you have to do there. You'll get a bit stronger, more well equipped to take on the rest of the gyms in Kanto.
Plus, we don't have to do Blind Rock, and there's only the one required fight, and a lot less. I wouldn't say random. I mean, most of us by this point can do Blind Rock Tunnel, but being able to skip it is always nice. That'll be Tomcat's mystery egg. And he's going to be doing the same back to Kanto, I just don't know where he's going. Huh. That's interesting, TJ. Sounds like your logic was a little out of order there. Because you should get Bike within your first 7 checks if everything's set up properly, unless you were just messing with it to see what you could do to it.
Yeah, in the tournament, in the tournament, we have the setting on that the bike has to be. It has to be like in or before Goldenrod.
Yeah, you have to have it before you leave Goldenrod. And that's more for the sake of efficiency than any.
Yeah, but you know, nobody wants to see people walking around just flipping Kanto.
We're quote unquote speedrunners. We gotta go fast.
I gotta say, to be honest, not getting fly is actually not. It seems like, you know, the routes actually, you know, they would have been a bit fast with fly, but it's not like it's been necessary for the route that these guys have been taking.
No, the logic's been fairly linear, in a good way. Like, it hasn't required a lot of doubling back, so. I will say for Tomcat at least. Oh no, because he reset, so that what I was about to say doesn't actually make a difference anymore. I was gonna say he has the fly point for Cyanwood, but because he reset out, he doesn't have it anymore. And we did see the lost item in Machine Part, so that gives us 2 more checks we can do. And turn that into, or 1 more check. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
You can check the lost item spot once you do power. I always think you need to have it for a reason.
Nah, that wouldn't make any sense because he gives you the lost item in vanilla.
I mean, I've seen lost item locked behind itself, which is amazing.
I guess, yeah. When it's not required, then sure.
And Garth, TJ was confirming us. They weren't using early bike.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done a key item without early bike, and I
don't think I'll ever do. I don't think I'm gonna try that.
I don't think I'll ever do it again. Like maybe as like a sub incentive or something.
Oh jeez, nah, it sounds like too much pain for me.
I don't know. I already have so many random incentive things I've promised my chat at this point. I don't think it'd be worth it to add another one. Also, chat, if you're not already following these runners, definitely drop them a follow, leave them some love. These are two really good runners, and they are putting on a really entertaining.
Dang, these guys really want to know what that item was, huh? Because you do have to go back in here to fight Misty. I guess
See,
if it is fly, it's very slightly faster to fly back here, but I don't really know if it was worth doing that.
See, I can't argue with them doing it though, because I do the same thing. Like, I'm already in there, so let me just grab it. This way I don't have to make a secondary stop on my way out. We're talking a save of, like, what? A second and a half, maybe?
Probably more like, I guess, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, I would guess.
Huh. I don't know, I'll have to time it out one of these days. I'll have to pull up, like, my live split, time it out and see. Because nobody's ever given me a consistent time save on that. And Nugget Path just loaded with good pokes today. We've seen a couple of runnable pokes on this route. TJ,
you fight Misty first, TJ, and then the gym trainers are disabled after you beat the leader.
Yep. Little bit. See, if that was Gen 1, I'd be worried, because Nidoking is a monster in Gen 1. TJ, you're fine, trust me. I can't speak for everybody, but in my mind, there's no such thing as a weird question in these, because they're all over the place, 9. And we are jerks, we've ruined Misty's date. How could we? Bakura, you're not wrong, buddy. Snorms is starting his Misty fight, as Tomcat is getting close to the end of his Nugget. Alright, so other than Kinesis, which you don't really ever want to see unless you have some XI, Hoothoot's looking fairly safe to set up on, and we do have X, so
yep,
we can now bypass those drops.
Yeah, that's right. Whenever you use one X-Attack in this game, your moves will always hit. It doesn't matter how many times you had Kinesis used against you.
And that's only Gen 1 and Gen 2, right?
That's right,
They fixed that after this.
They did fix that afterwards, so it works like any other stat in Gen 3 onwards. Well, I say, well, in a way, it's a little different because I think the accuracy stages are a bit different in how much they multiply your stat by.
Yeah.
A vanilla Cascade badge.
What kind of... Is that 3 vanilla badges this so far?
What have we had? We've had Hive,
we had
Fog,
Hive, Fog, and Cascade. Yeah, 3 vanilla badges.
So maybe Snorms will rematch Sabrina now.
I would have turned in Copycat, to be honest. Because maybe she's holding Fly.
Well, I mean, he can still get her.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. That yawn came out of nowhere. Well, out of nowhere.
What do you mean out of nowhere? You said he's saying I've been up for like over 24 hours.
I'm getting closer to it every minute. In about an hour and a half time.
This vital throw is doing nothing to Arcanine now. These levels make a huge difference.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's still a 3-shot.
He used Reflect as well, dang. Thought I might get away with not setting that up, but too bad.
Bakura, as long as you guys are still in the chat hanging out with us, it's okay. I'm not trying to make y'all drowsy. I know how contagious yawns can be. And now we come to the thing that ruined our lives, the mission.
And this time it didn't even... Oh, never mind. It did use Earthquake, but it did much less.
Oh yeah. Way safer this. So here's a question, Garth. If you're these runners, and you're hunting Flame, are you now full clearing Kanto? If you don't get it.
If I don't get what?
If you don't get Plane in your first couple of checks, like, say Surge doesn't have it, for example, do you then go on to full clear Kanto and just get it out of the way, so you only have 2 fights in Johto left afterwards before E4 and Red?
Oh.
And that's Basement Key on Copycat. And it looks like Tom is doing the same thing and going straight to Sabrina. Neither runner opting to go pick up their expansion card, though, unless I missed it. Fair enough. And that's our Fly update, boys and girls.
Oh,
There's
well.
Fly!
There it is.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to...
Look at that. Actually a kind Snowbear ROM. What is this garbage?
Right? Everybody else is getting, like, these horrid Snowbear ROMs. These two get a pretty kind one.
Just need plain badge now.
Boulder for Tom. And yep, I do not fault Snorms for this. Definitely going with the safety save before the beast that is Lieutenant Surge. And there's the Meep Meep. It came back.
So it's like Tom is getting his expansion card.
Snorms does have Flybakura. He got it off of Lost Item. Or the fan club. Lost. Looks like Surge isn't so bad this time. And Tom opting for the quick way back to Viridian, just going down to the Snorlax from Lavin. What's this Snorlax gonna be, I wonder?
Well, I already know what it is because I heard the cry, but
I have chat, or the stream turned all the way down, so I'm not getting us in my ear twice. What badge did we get off of Surge?
I just have Tom's audio. But,
can't have all.
Yeah, sorry,
chat,
I don't know. I don't know what.
Did y'all see what we got off of Surge by chance? I was focused on the Snorlax.
Zephyr, thank
you. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, chat.
Looks like Snorms is gonna go to the west side of Kanto now.
I mean, we're still hunting for planes, so I can't
We
fault
are
him
still,
for it.
yeah, we're still hunting for that.
We do have the chance that Brock is holding it. And chat keeping up the Snow Bear ROM jokes. I love it. So if Tom decides to go to Brock, he will be getting a Spider-Man meme. Seeing that in Brock. That's 2 for 2 on the sludge bomb poisons for Lieutenant Surge's Fortress.
Snorms are running a little low on X attacks. You'll have to. Seems like he'll have to do another shop to get a few more at some point. He should have enough to take Brock and Blue. Not Blue. Blaine and Janine on though.
It'll be tight, but he can definitely pull it off with
Yeah, it'll be fine.
the right move choices. We are getting the seizure procedure from Tomcat's side, opting not to heal off the poison.
I think he just wants to pair it with the repel menu. Except he already has the repel up, so he can't do that. Now he's gonna do it. Oh, never mind.
Nope.
He's not curing his poison now either.
Crap! I missed the badge off of Brock.
Oh, whoops.
We were so we were watching the poison ticks.
Good job, Oz.
We're great commentators, aren't we, guys? Volcano, thank you, Kevin.
Good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean, where the heck is Plain Badge?
I'm willing to bet Plane is either on Blaine or Janine.
Played on Blaine. Yes, it's gotta be. That'd be perfect.
It'll be the Blaine badge.
Yeah.
I think somebody in chat made that joke the other day, but I'm borrowing it.
Just imagine it. Just he just like turns the P into a B with like a Sharpie or something.
Getting our blue check, so he's actually in his gym later when we go back. And Storm's opting to take the heal. I like it. Just to make sure he's got the PP to get through Janine without an issue. Ah, okay, Snowbird saying he has also made the Blaine badge joke. Which is fine. I couldn't remember who made the joke, Snow, I just wanted to borrow it because it makes me chuckle.
Yeah, so we're just hoping that Plain Badge isn't on blue here. It's not fun having to fight him under leveled.
No, and doing a full clear of Kanto is 1, time consuming, and 2, just rough across the board. And that is an acquire! Acquire the Sire, chat.
Yeah, if he ends up needing, well, he'll have to do another X item shot before blue if he wants to take needs to take him on in this sweep.
Ooh, the unfortunate freeze from Ice. Thankfully, we still have some heal powders. Seeing rest on the Quagsire is not ideal. This slows the fight down a little bit. Snowbear, it's not stealing, it's sharing. We're all sharing ideas. What? Is Blaine Price today? Two of his pokes so far have had ice moves. If this Pineco has an ice move too, I'm gonna lose it.
We're not gonna see it.
It
It's very dead.
is in fact very, very dead, as Tom is now making his way.
It's Earth
First
Badge,
badge.
alright. So is Plain Badge on Janine, or do we have to take Blue on?
I mean, at this point, you've already fought everybody else. I'm still fighting Blue and just getting it out of.
I mean, I guess it's not too bad if you have to fight him now. I think if I could avoid it, I would. Because we have a fly now. We can just come back here whenever we want.
T-Pat, I don't know if he can sub 2. Not with the way stuff's laid out. No, TJ, we do not have Random Janine. Random Janine is rendered all but moot because all you'd have to do is save scum for it.
Yeah, I think it's a nice novelty, but I think it's just people lose time for a dumb reason if it's in a tournament setting.
They lose time for a dumb reason, and honestly, the only time you would do Random Janine would be if you and your opponent came to an agreement that you would not save scum.
Yeah, probably.
It's the only way it really works effectively. Yeah. It is fun for, like, if you're just doing a casual stream with friends, like, you guys are just racing for fun.
Oh, look, there's
funsies.
Plain Badge. Very nice. We don't have to do Blue yet.
Definitely bears no place in the tournament. No, we don't, which is good.
So we can just,
We can
probably do things easier to harder now. We can just
yeah, I'm going straight to Cyanwood.
Go to Claire, and then go to Blue.
I'm willing to bet Tom's gonna make the same play. Full clear in Kanto is rough, even under the best of circumstances.
Oh, this is a nice trick you can do. You can just fly to the you can just like fly from the ocean to Cyanwood because you technically enter the city limits, I guess, just offshore.
As soon as you get the text box saying Cyanwood, you can fly to it. I love that little time save. It's only about 1 or 2 seconds, but sometimes that 1 or 2 seconds makes a difference. I highly doubt Chuck is going to have anything in the gym at all that's going to give Snorms any issues, as Tom is now working his way through Janine. There's Plane for Tom. Did Tom ever do his lost item check?
He did, yes.
He did, so he does have fly. I just want to update the tracker properly. Yep, he does. Okay. I just missed it.
Look at that. The level 50 move is Splash. Incredible.
Let's
the
go,
one move
Splash.
you want to learn by level up, and there it is. Splash. Oh boy.
Now, I'm wondering, does Tom not know about the fly trick for Cyanwood? He opted to surf the whole way.
Yeah. Like you
And
say, it's not...
He's double-checking pharmacy. I guess he forgot he had already checked it, or
Oh,
he wanted the healing item.
Yeah, he just wants the healing items, it looks like.
Fair enough.
And if he ends up losing this race, you can at least say that, you know, he completed more of the games than Storms did.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take those personal victories.
TMO1 is Splat 2? Alright.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry about that.
Buy a few more X items in Violet, that's quite a quick place to do that.
I mean, if you only need attack speed, it's faster than going to Goldenrod. And at this point in Go mode, I'm pretty sure both of these runners know how to do Silver Blind, so there's no point in stopping and looking for Flash.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is the one bit of blind movement I still struggle with a little bit. That, Mount Silver and Dark Cave I have a little bit of hiccups with, but I haven't practiced that one that much.
I mean, Snorms ran Gen 2, you know, just glitchless years ago, so I'm sure he knows how to do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, even if he doesn't remember it intrinsically, I'm pretty sure he still has the muscle memory. This is a very close race, though. Both of our runners are only a gym apart. Not even. It's a fight and a little bit of movement. So if Red ends up being a troll for either one of our runners, it could swing the tide one way or the other.
Yeah, you never know. Mischievous Earthquake could cause some problems for Snorms.
What if it's Red's lead? What if he leads a level 81 Mischievous with Earthquake?
Yeah, I think Red's lead being tough is the only thing that could really stop Snorms at this point. He's just...
I mean, Blue could be a big troll too. Even with the extra levels, it could still be a rough fight.
Yeah. I think that's less likely, but...
I don't know.
But it could... But yeah, it could be.
We can hope. We can hope. I know it's not a good thing to hope for, but we can hope. That Clefairy lived on 1, and I'm actually upset about that. What does Snorms have left? We have 3 more fights in this gym, counting Claire. Or 4. 4 more fights in this gym, counting the one we're on.
Yeah, 4 more, if we're counting the one we're on, yeah.
And then 1 in Blue, 6 in E4 plus Rival 5, and then... So he's got about 10, 11 fights left. Sub 2 is definitely not on the table, though. Just too much movement to do.
Tom gets the one-step encounter after his repel runs out.
I've had that happen so many times. And we're seeing a skip loom on Storm's screen, but our suffering continues.
Wait, what's your problem with skip loom?
Oh, it's a running gag in Teaseron's chat. If you, anytime, he ran a skip loom in a bingo one time, and it just was nothing but suffering.
what?
So
What?
now he has
You ran a skip? Oh my lord, yeah. No, I wouldn't
and
run a skip
now he
loom.
has a skip loom command where if you put it in, it just says, "Haven't I suffered enough?"
I see, I see.
It's one of the, you know how every channel has their own little memes. It's one of those ones that like sticks in my brain.
The last gym they have to do is blue
Yep.
arrow. Saving the toughest for last.
As you should. Unless you have a god tier main, blue is not easy at all unless he just has a really, really poor team. That's Soul. Means blue has Marsh. Honestly, Talia, I wouldn't. I'd clear blue, get the fly point from Mount Silver, go mark it, and then go fight the E4 and get it out of the way.
Yeah, I think if you were not confident in your main, then well, I mean, if you were less confident, you know, these guys have been doing these mains have been putting in quite a lot of work recently, so I think they'll just take blue on right now. But definitely, if you're feeling a little bit unsure, then you could beat the Elite Four, get a few more levels, and then take blue on after that.
Yeah, definitely. Bakura is right. You can beat blue, go unlock the silver fly point, just go. Because unlocking that silver fly point saves you about 10 seconds.
He leads with Zapdos.
What the crap? Blue is starting off strong.
With Reflect, what the heck? This is the second lead with Reflect we've seen.
Reflect Safeguard.
Thunder Punch?
T-Punch!
Ah! Gets the 10% para. My lord.
Oh my god, Blue is angry today.
He's mad, my goodness. Earthstring might get two-shot by Thunder Punch.
Oof. That's just a oof. And then Metrodome into Fire Punch. Oh my god. Thank god we're in Arcanine. This is an angry bird.
He powers again! What the heck? That is 10%.
Man.
And
another
reflect. My goodness.
Oof. Oh, that was close. I think that might have been calculated on Storms' side, but I think that might have just been a low roll, in all honesty. I'll think he uses Heal Powder there.
Oh, he gets crit! No! Oh, jeez. That is tricky, that is tricky.
That's a rough fight.
Yeah, I think Earthstring will just get two-shot by Thunder Punch. It doesn't quite have the bulk that Arcanine does.
Alright, I'll think to just Fire Blast the Zapdos into Oblivion.
Yep.
Maybe hoping to set up on poke number 2. Okay. This should be a free setup, even if Eevee's got...
Earthquake?
Yep, you know... It's still gonna be a 3-shot, maybe even a 4-shot, because Eevee unfortunately does not have the best base stats. That's full.
Wait, what happened though?
The Zatu had Octazooka.
I looked away because I thought it was free from then on.
Nope, was not free. And there's the T-Punch on Tom's
Oh, it's not a
side.
2-hit. It's not a 2-hit. Okay, I thought it might be, but
It's close. If it high rolls, it might.
he has
Still be...
leftovers though, so that will help him. It looks like it's going better for. Oh, it looks like it's going better for Tom. Could we see a lead change here?
We might be seeing a switch. Oh, and Blue has a Scyther. Okay.
Oh wow, this is close now. My goodness.
I think they've beaten the same number of pokes.
And yeah, this ring's slightly better moveset coming into play here. You can just take things out with double edge when he doesn't think strength can do it. But Sneasel with
Oh,
the
Zap
Zap
Cannon.
Cannon. Oh ho! And there's that
And the full
speed causing
para.
problems.
So Tom managed to close the gap, and then it got pulled back away from him a little bit there.
Sneasel using Light Screen to reduce the power of Fire Blast, and then Blue full restores that. Oh my gosh.
Blue is just a troll today, but Snor's getting through it just a few seconds faster.
Wow.
But, like, we're
Oh,
talking
this is so close now. My goodness.
Tom might actually be in the lead, because remember, he is on like a 5-second delay. Or on the Twitch side.
We'll just have to see how the Elite Four goes.
Pretty much. This is as close a ROM as I have seen in a while. Going into E4. And Tom opting for the heal. I like it. Knowing he's going into Rival 5, you definitely don't want to have a low HP pool, because even though Rival 5 is much lower level than us by this point, it's not always guaranteed.
You also don't want to be paralyzed, definitely.
Yeah, no. Especially not at this point in the game. You want to... Knowing your opponent, and knowing how this ROM has been, you gotta know that a dot done is coming soon. So you want to shave as much time as you can. Ooh. Quillfish opting for dig there. Okay, that was a crit. I thought that was just base damage. I got nervous for a second, I'm like, there's no way Quillfish is that strong.
Sorry, not even bothering with setting up, just going right for that Earthquake.
Yep. I mean, having Earthquake, though, is definitely saving him a little bit of time, because some of these unfortunate Bone Rush misses have cost Snorms a few seconds.
Yeah, Tom has the better moveset, but Snorms has the... Well, it's the faster Pokemon. Probably a little bit better, you know, than Nurturing.
Tom is pulling slightly ahead here. Getting through that fortress a little faster than Snorms did.
Yeah, it's not so surprising that that this fight is a little bit better for Tom, because his low speed isn't going to make as much of an impact because he's so much higher level than Rival is here. But speed might make more of a difference on the Elite Four.
It's definitely going to make a difference for, and it's definitely going to make a difference on Red. Depending on how truly Red it.
It probably won't be a huge deal on Red. He might just have to use one more X speed than Snorms does.
Fair enough. So I'm going to ballpark their levels here. I want to see what level this Arcanine is before I say for sure. I want to ballpark their levels going in. So he's 54 right now. We have the Rare Candy, which we're going to dump right before Red. I'm going to say we're somewhere in the hot 58, 59 range before we start Red.
Snorms breaking through that attract from Stantler. That could have been a bit of a troll, but it worked out all
It's
right.
a coin flip, isn't it, a track?
Yes, 50-50. Either you get infatuated or you don't. No, it's actually 50-50.
That's insanity. Attract is just too powerful.
But yeah, Tom did not set up at all, and he was just able to one-hit everything.
Yeah, you like it. I think Ursaring has slightly more power than Arcanine at this point in terms of physical.
Yep, it's got 130 base attack, and it has that stab strength, stab double edge.
Mm-hmm. Snorm's opting for the setup on the Piloswine. I like it, just in case.
Tom hasn't come up against anything faster than him yet, but I'm sure that at least one thing will outspeed him.
Well, I think that Moltres is going to outspeed him. The Moltres on Snorms' side will probably outspeed.
Delibird survives the waterfall from Ursaring and poisons him. Poisons her, my bad. Yeah, we've got Sneasel again, our old friend.
Yep. No, wow, he does outspeed the Moltres. Figured it would have. Garf, do you wanna take that one? Because I hadn't heard about that before.
So it's like a similar thing that I think is in play for, you know, you might have seen it come into play on like Links to the Past randomizer things. If they finish within 3 seconds of each other, the race will be declared a draw, and they'll have to race again.
Oh boy.
But we will see. We will see. There's still plenty of this race left. Still plenty of things that will make a difference here.
This has definitely got draw potential written all over it. These guys are literally one poke apart. I know we're not going like crazy on the commentary chat, and apologies for that, but we are just as enthralled as you guys are.
Yeah, a lot of this speaks for itself, really.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm definitely taking that into account. I'm just so like locked in on this. I don't have the words anymore. Appreciate that, Snowbear.
I do quite like how Tom isn't healing the poison here, because if something faster were to like have a sleep move or something, then poison does at least protect him from that, and he doesn't get hurt from poison if he KOs the Pokemon. It's only like if he doesn't KO the Pokemon, he'll take the poison damage. But yeah, I think this is a good play from Tom, not healing this poison off.
I mean, it's definitely gonna save him some time overall, like in the long run, instead of wasting the menu to.
Look at these guys! Look at them just walking to lands at like practically in lockstep. This is crazy.
They're literally in lockstep if we consider the delay on Tom's side.
Goodness.
I think Tom might actually be a second or two ahead.
He might be
honestly.
a little bit ahead because of the desync, yeah.
Yeah. Lucario. Tom does have a 5-second delay on his end. The Snorms is slightly ahead.
Arcanine gets Sand Attack by Ariados, so that is not what he wants to see.
Not at all. You've got the race time room up, right, Garf? Because I don't.
I don't have it up. Kevin, I think, does.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
awesome.
we got attract from Raticate.
Oh
No.
no! That evens it right
Oh
back up.
dear. So he has to full restore now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zap cannon too. This is what you didn't want to see. This is why you kept the poison. You don't want to. You don't. Oh, he gets fully paralyzed too. Oh,
Oh
this is
no.
mean. This is
This
mean.
this is down to the wire in the best worst way.
Oh my goodness.
So if red is a troll, it could even right back up.
Ah, man. Because like poison does protect you against a lot of things, but you can't get. It doesn't protect you from things like confusion or attract.
Nope. You can still hit. I mean, they're gonna have to do flash. Neither of them have it.
Yeah.
Nobody picked it up, and then I don't know if you know where it is.
Well, I mean, they're not. It doesn't really matter. They're not going to
Yeah.
bother.
I wouldn't at this point. Like
Like
I'm
if they wanted to get Flash, they would have done things like talk to Chuck's wife, you know, check the item in Ice Path. Neither of them are going to do that. We'll see
yeah,
how
no, they're
we'll see how well Snorms handles the darkness of Silver
one
Cave.
little misstep at the very beginning.
I don't think
I
that's
think
a
he's
misstep.
listening for audio.
I think that's just to align himself.
Fair enough.
That
Looks
is a
like he
great look at that fantastic path through Silver Cave right
swagging on
there.
us all. I'll tell you, even with a map, I struggle with blind silver.
All
Safety
right.
safe before red.
Well, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
obviously.
We'll see
Opting not
what
for the
he what.
candy though. That surprises. I would have opted to use the candy to have
Tom
the
gets
levels.
another encounter as well after gets
Oh,
another one of those encounters shortly after the
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 repel wears
repel wears
off.
off.
You
Okay, looks
hate to
like
see
this
it.
town tower can't do very much damage.
I mean, it did poison us.
Metronome boomerang!
No!
Oh my goodness! That's
Holy
insane.
crap on a crack. I am so hyped right now, chat. Oh my god. This is beautiful to watch.
Metronome boomerang. If that ends up deciding it,
Snorms will be kicking himself at that point.
I mean, it's just bad luck. There's not much you can do about that one.
True enough.
But metronome is always scary.
Hey, metronome strats are a thing, guys. Like,
Oh, and karate chop
oh,
KOs. Crit karate chop KOs, Tom. Oh no.
Red is being a troll, like we thought. Chat, we don't know which way this is gonna go, but this is a darn good race.
Looks like Snorms has finished his setup.
You never know, Valley.
It's looking good for Snorms now. But
It is looking good, but something crazy could show up and just flip it right back on its
yeah,
head.
being that he didn't want to hit that ho, that could have been bad. We see dynamic punch from on Tom's side. It's just, oh man, he's having some trouble here setting up.
You hate it. You hate to see it. Like as viewers, we love to watch it when the tide keeps swinging back and forth. But as a runner, you hate to see red just going crazy on you. And the crit karate chop, undoing that heel on Tom's side.
And that's
that
it.
is
Snorms...
GG's.
Snorms takes it. Man, that was close.
That was
what an exciting finish that was. Goodness
that
me.
that hurt my heart in the best way.
There you go. Congratulations to Snorms.
G Snorms. Well fought. Well. Are we dragging that big guy in here for an interview, Garf?
Yeah, I don't think I can. I can't. Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I can't
But,
drag him.
That's fine. Tom will finish soon anyway, and we're gonna be able to talk to them both. Well, I say that I might have cursed it there, but I think you'll be all right.
Hello, Snorms. GG's.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That was a very, very close finish, I have to say. It was you were pretty much tied going into Lance. It was so close.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That metronome bone maraine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
My
we
goodness.
were groaning so hard.
I was
for you on
like,
that
I
one.
was like, man, if that decides the race, but Tom ended up having some problems with karate chop on Houndour, so yeah.
What did he run?
He
He ran
ran.
an Ursa ring.
I saw that had earthquake, so yeah,
All right,
body
he's
slam,
we can
earthquake, Ursa ring. Yeah, that would have done it.
if we can get him in here, we can all talk about this because he has finished the race now as well. Congratulations to Tom. But I can't drag him in here, so
Yeah, I can't either. Snow, if you're able to hop into the Discord and drag Tom into commentary, we'd appreciate it, friendo.
I think I can.
Oh, you can? Awesome. GG's, Tomcat.
Hello, GG Snorms. Oh, he's gone.
GG.
good game.
That was close.
It
You guys
was
were
so
neck
close.
and neck at Lance. Like going into red, you guys were maybe 2 seconds apart.
Yeah, like you were because Snowles was ahead for like a fair bit of it, and then he struggled a bit on blue, and you had an easier time there.
Okay.
And then you were very close throughout the Elite Four, and red was the difference maker, really.
The Eradicate on Lance.
Yeah, the Raticate. Yeah, you were like, I thought, oh, he's keeping the poison, so he doesn't get status from anything faster than him. but then you get attract, and it's all like, oh man, yeah, that was nasty.
Snorms, you got kind of lucky on Will with that flip through attract, so keeping you from
Yeah,
getting
you had
stalled.
attract as well, didn't you? When you were setting up all the
one
sound.
twin flip. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, guys. Number 1, super close race. Number 2, hella entertaining to watch as a viewer and a commentator. I'm very glad I managed to sneak in and do commentary on this because my god, it was amazing.
Pretty kind ROM overall, really. You had you both had really good mains, and
What did
I think
you run, Snorms?
Arcanine, it was pretty crap, honestly. I hated it.
Okay, I had a really
I
good
mean,
bear.
it was fine. Come on, you had
It was a solid Arcanine.
It was like
okay.
Tom had the better moveset on Ursa Ring. Your moveset was like I think it was pretty much unimprovable, to be honest. You had like strength, double edge, waterfall, earthquake. It's pretty insane.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good, you know.
Yeah. But I think Arcanine has the better speed, so it has the advantage there. It was you both had great mains. It was
I didn't get trolled a whole lot, so I got pretty lucky. I don't think I got paralyzed like at all during the run, like maybe twice at the end.
yeah, except from that Raticate, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was a little bit rough. Apparently, full restores don't restore attract. Today I learned.
No, you can't restore attract unless you switch out.
Yep.
And then the Houndour kind of trolled me a little bit with the metronome things.
Oh yeah. It hit Snorms with metronome bone meringue, so he had to reset.
Oh right. I got metronome dynamic punch, but it didn't kill me, luckily. Close, GG. I'm happy with my race.
I think that was probably the kindest snowboard ROM I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items I didn't pick up.
Yeah.
Same. No, I checked them, but I didn't reset for them.
Well, you got coin case from.
Oh right, I got coin case. Yeah, true.
That was the only other item the other items we didn't see.
Yeah, I wanted to buy full heals there, so.
Yeah, I mean, the only questionable thing I think we saw that entire ROM was you guys both deciding to go with the the big balls play in fighting Sabrina while you were still in your 30s.
Yeah.
I had to check because. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
It was worth doing. Going past, it's a 3-poke trainer that could have given access to do card key straight away. But yeah, didn't
I was
end up
just-
working out.
That Polyrath was definitely the barrier to entry on Sabrina.
Yeah,
It was the Misdreavus to me. The Misdreavus earthquaked me and one-shot me.
I think I could have done
yeah.
it if I used X defense, but I didn't want to try and waste time, so I just left after one attempt. But I really wanted to see if it had plain bash because I had to go back to goldenrod anyway, and then if that happened to be plain bash, it would save me a trip to possibly check the item. It wasn't
Fair
required, but felt like a good thing to try.
But we had like 2 Pokemon that led with Reflect on tough trainers this
It's like
this
3, actually.
this run. What was there
We had
another
the-
one? Well,
We had
who was your?
Zapdos on blue.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't do that to me.
He reflected Snorms, and that caused him a fair few problems.
Yeah.
He also
But who
got
else
10% paralyzed by Thunder Punch twice.
It was Blaine. Blaine did it as well.
Oh,
So
did
he
he?
shot the Quagsire.
The Quagsire, and then you got the unfortunate freeze as well.
So yeah, the trainers, they certainly tried to make things difficult for you in because the progression was pretty nice, really.
I mean, backwards boat's never fun, but I guess wasn't that bad getting squirt right after anyway. Which I never used actually. Now that I think about it.
No, neither of you did.
You never really needed to. Really, you got Fly fairly late, but honestly, there wasn't a lot of movement you had to do.
Most of the time, like boating back was like perfectly on route. So yeah,
Worked out. Like the
Worked
route
out.
was pretty clean. I'm assuming we probably both did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I think
you only had a little bit of route divergence at the very beginning, where Snorms, you decided to do Gym before Sprout, whereas Tom did Sprout, and then you actually did Lighthouse before Tom did. But that was like the only route divergence.
Yeah, there was
okay.
but it didn't really make a whole lot of difference though.
I mean, did you do the lighthouse and then skip the gym, or did you do the gym as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did
that's right.
Lighthouse, then went to Ecruteak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did. Yeah. Tom also went to Signwoods, check the item, and then reset when he realized it was nothing useful. And
Yeah, I wanted. That
Snorms
was a
didn't
check
do that.
for machine part because that would pretty much blow everything open if it was machine part or fly because I had the storm edge already then. So
Yeah.
I felt like I had to check because that would be just so good if it was one of those two. For like
Oh
a
no,
30,
I mean,
30
I
second surge.
respect the check. I would have done the same thing, honestly.
Yeah, I was thinking about it and I was like, nah, I'm just going to take the risk that it's nothing.
I mean, leading up to it, I was thinking like if either Price or Jasmine was going to be plain match, I mean, it's a guarantee that you go there, right? But then I
Yeah,
kind of
for sure.
decided that even if we didn't get that, I'd still do it because it felt worth it. So
I was going, like, if I got plain badge from either Misty, Sabrina, or Surge, and we didn't have Fly, I was going to boat back, do Chuck, and then boat back again and do the rest of Kanto.
okay.
How'd you guys feel about your 3 vanilla badges?
Cascade, Hive, and Soul?
Fog, right?
Yeah.
Cascade,
Fog.
Hive, and Fog.
Oh, Fog. Cascade, Hive, and Fog. Yeah.
It's not that many. I've seen more.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing
We had
that
a
was
lot of
annoying me was no Zephyr badge and no plain badge for so long, so we didn't have any attack boosts.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
strength was so bad, just like relying on that as my main move.
I think my bear was pretty bad. I think with a few more stats, I could have saved like.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check mine now. I'm pretty sure I had.
Yeah, you're
like,
both
0 on everything.
female Pokemon anyway,
Yeah.
and for Snorms that means that the attack DV is between 0 and 4.
I guess the bear is a bit better, but
Yeah,
Oh,
yours
check.
would have capped at like 7 or 8, I think.
Yeah, yours would have been 0 to 8, right? Or 0 to 7.
I think it's 0 to 7.
Oh yeah, 0 to 7. My bad. Yeah, and 0 to 3 for Snorms.
Had 0, 14 defense, 1 speed, 2 special.
4175. It's I think with a few more
Nice.
attack, it would have saved me like maybe
Yeah, a couple more points in that attack EV would have changed some ranges.
actually minutes. I think because I've seen quite a few times where I had on like very low health. So
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of live on one mode.
yeah. Especially during the rocket sections, I had that a lot. So could have saved a bit, but it's you know, is what it is. Good main anyway.
Yeah.
Good race.
Good race.
Let's do that again in the
GG.
finals.
For sure. That's it.
Yeah, it was very, very exciting to watch, and
The confidence coming out, trying to predict the finals already.
yeah, we
I
don't
mean,
have.
I know Snorms is going to be there.
I think we can all
Set-
safely say that.
Either horse or Cetrus next round is not easy.
Yeah, we don't have any opponents for either of you yet because this
No.
was the first winners round 3 match. So
I think I'm going to be against Geos or Sea of Darkness. I think
that's right. Yes, I think their race is not too far away actually.
I think that race is on Tuesday, if I remember correctly.
See if I can.
I was talking to Geos about it last night when I did a run with him. I think
Yeah,
he said it's on Tuesday.
Yeah, that race is tomorrow in about so it's in about 26.5 hours. That race.
Where was the
5
bear, by
p.m.
the way?
Eastern.
31.
Okay.
Sorry, not
And the
12. It was
Arcanine?
12 p.m. Eastern. 5
I
p.m. here.
headbutted it.
Oh, dude, I had to star you and I didn't want it.
And then you
And
got
then
the
you
water
picked up a
stone.
water
Water
stone
stone.
immediately after.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it was Splash Mind Reader, so I don't want any of
You
that.
had waterfall though.
Well, still, I got the bear instead.
But you it's not like Starmie learns me level up moves anyway though.
Well, it's not necessarily a deficit. The bear learned absolutely nothing, only wasted time.
Well, but like what could it have learned that you would have taught?
Rock slide would have been good.
See, I told you, Garth. Rocks. You wanted rocks.
Ah, okay.
Just to round out the coverage.
Rock slide would have just missed anyway.
Oh, actually, no, sword stance would have been pretty good too.
Okay, yeah, sword stance would have been great.
No, I can't complain at all. It's a good race.
This was a great run, and you guys were barely a minute apart overall. And I'm willing to bet, without a doubt, Chad had a great time watching that, because I know I did.
Seems to be the way my races go this tournament. Win or lose on red.
Sometimes that's what it comes down to, though.
Yeah, true.
Well, Garth, I don't know about you. I don't have any more questions, lovely gentlemen.
No, I think we're pretty much done here. We'll hopefully see you guys back here again tomorrow at noon Eastern time for Geospone versus Sea of Darkness, the losers round 2 match, and the
That's
winner
gonna be
of
a
which
good
will
race.
face
Yeah.
Tom in the next round. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.